What's up YouTube, Pilot83 here. We're going to review today's Sim Update 10 Q&A and go over just some of the highlights of it and some things I think are important for especially the Xbox console users, flight simmers, and what the future is for the console when it comes to WASM and what we can expect and things about SU10 in general. So let's go over some of these highlights, guys. Speaks I thought were important. Listen to it, talk about it. Let's hop right into this thing.
So first off, Jorg wants to talk a little bit about the readiness of Sim Update 10.
Yeah, I mean, so Sim Update 10 was off to a great start. We spent a bunch of time on it, as you know, and you helped us a lot. There were 30,000 plus people actually playing, so I think that was a record. So thank you for that. And we obviously the team did as much as possible to react to the feedback. Just lately, it was becoming clear that some of you see performance issues. Some people have stability issues. And based on all that, there was even a thread saying, hey, please don't release this. We agree. So we made the decision just, I think, yesterday or the day before that we want to keep this in the oven for a little bit longer. Seb and Marcia are going to talk a little bit about the things we've already found. But to have set expectations, I think we're going to spend another 2 weeks plus and to get it right, make sure that it's stable for everybody. And it is actually the performance increase and stability increase that we wanted. All right.
So if y'all didn't fully catch that, they're saying Sim Update 10 will be held back for 2 weeks longer at least, maybe more, to get it fully where they want it for release. Now, if it comes out working great, then that's absolutely fine with me. Take more time. We don't want another Sim Update 8 or 9 where it's just riddled with bugs. So I'm fine with that. But that's what he's saying here. 2 more weeks at least, he's saying, to iron out the bugs. Okay, let's go ahead and jump forward. I know a lot of y'all are very curious about the Xbox WASM situation and what can we expect from that. Let me get to that for you. All right, guys, so here we go. Georgie's going to talk a little bit about the current state of Xbox with the WASM. So let's listen.
All right, we will move on to our Q&A session 2. This also questions we pulled from the forums. Some really good questions here. Number 1, all about Xbox WASM. We're wondering about implementation of WASM, how that's going, when we can expect to see it in the sim.
Yeah, so I can speak to that. It's going great. Just for those, I think you know what it is, right? Basically, it allows us to run code that is very unusual for a closed ecosystem like Xbox via a sandbox. And the good news is it's all working. And I would say there was a healthy debate if we should put this into Sim Update 10 because it does work. But then we looked at the consumer experience of it, and it's clunky, and we didn't want to do that. Basically, you get a DLC, and so you get a DLC kind of you don't even know what for, and then if you're in a certain state, you have to delete it. So it was like, oh my God, what are we doing to the poor people? And so we made the decision to move it to Sim Update 11. But that all being said, all the tech behind it works great, and we're super proud of it. For those of you who don't know, this is a revolution for consoles that has never been possible before on any console to do something like this. And this is a super smart way by the team, but it's clunky. And it's just sort of like the decision with Sim Update 10, move it by a few weeks. We said, let's work with the platform team. There's some stuff we need to do and some stuff they need to do to make this a smooth experience, because you don't want to get this every time. Because we update this file frequently, you don't want to get this all the time. But that's where we are. We're basically mostly done with the functionality. We are there, and then with the flow for the consumer, it's probably going to take one more Sim update.
Perfect. Thank you for the update. Yep, that's
all right. So they're saying that the WASM is basically finished and it's working great. It's just currently a bit clunky, and it's like I've said already that it's something that's never been done before on console, but they're saying at least one more Sim update, we will see it. As long as it's working fine and bugs are ironed out, then hey, I'm okay with that. I'm sure a lot of y'all are, because I don't want to get something and it be broken. You'll be more mad then. Let's focus on stability first. The delay of the 2 weeks, let's focus on stability first. I think that's most important right now with the Xbox. Let's move on. That's very good news. Let's move on to something else that I know a lot of y'all are really curious about. All right, guys. So this here was another important question. I know to a lot of y'all, especially to me, and I'm glad that this is covered and they're discussing Xbox and frame rate drops and crashes during long flights. So let's go ahead and listen to this here and see what they got to say from old Sebastian.
And one of the ones that popped up both in the forums and in our chat today. The question is, what are the results of that Xbox stability test beta that we did recently? And did that help with the black avionics issue that they're experiencing?
It does. As a matter of fact, it helps us to see and to check that now most of the issue we're getting on Xbox are linked to memory.
Yeah.
Correct.
So it can be seen as a good news or not. The good news is we don't have that much of crashes done by our systems, and now it's only. It's mostly a matter of optimization of the memory. Mm-hmm. And also we've got different systems that tries to reduce the cost of the SIMs if we are very close to the end of the memory reserve. I don't know, the memory pool that we've got. Mm-hmm. So two things here. The first one is we figure out that we are consuming more memory than what we intend to do. Yep. So we've got to work on the optimization of that. And the other thing we are working on is with the platform team. We have noticed that sometimes we are asking the platform how many memory we've got left, and sometimes the numbers are wrong. Mm-hmm. So it's super bad for us because we can do some allocations that makes the Xbox crashes because we think that it can fit, and it's not. It doesn't. So there's plenty of things here to try to and that's also a reason why we have a bit postponed the SIM update 10. It's because we want to try to find some optimization on Xbox for the memory.
Gotcha.
And well, the black screens. This is also a system that's. I mean, the screens are disconnected when we are super close to the end of the memory pool. That's why sometimes you get some black screens. It's the black screens are there in order not to crash and to have them back once the memory has been retrieved. Well, so we're working on that.
Great, thanks, Martial.
So good news there. They know where the problem is coming from for the black screens, the black avionics, and the crashes at the end of long flights, which I've already known has been a memory rendering issue. And I've definitely known that it's definitely been not pulling or it's getting wrong numbers when it comes to memory, because I know I clear my cache every single day and I can do one flight and boom, gone. And it says I've used this much memory. It's just no way. So it's good. So this obviously is the big reason why they're holding back the update for 2 more weeks, which, hey, if it fixes those things, I know so many of y'all are so over black avionics and over doing a long haul flight and crashing right before you hit the runway, black screens, CTD, crash to desktop. So good news there. So far, nothing that has really bothered me. Let's continue on. All right, guys. So real quick, we're going to jump to the next World Update, which will be World Update 11, releasing September 27th, 2022, which will be Canada.
Which is the next World Update. Yay! So it's coming September 27th, and I read all kinds of things in the chat, and it is. Next slide. Ta-da. It's Canada. Yes. Nice. Not Africa. I'm working on Africa, but it's Canada. Africa will take us a little bit more time to actually get. It's a big continent, has 66 countries on it. There's a lot of data you need to find. But anyways, it's Canada, and I know we have lots of people have written about Canada, so we have good data. So what we have, new arrows, so always, we are making 5 airports. You're going to see pictures here today, 89 POIs, 12 photogrammetry cities, makes me super happy. I think we pretty much now have covered almost all large cities.
So I'm not going to cover all of this here, just because I know you are more focused on where XBOX stands. But 3 discovery flights, 3 bush flights, 3 landing challenges, 12 photogrammetry cities. What is it? Canada, 89 points of interest.
Now. And then
5 bespoke airports. So pretty neat. Let's continue on.
Question in chat: will the memory restrictions from Xbox mean that the PC version will also be restricted on memory usage, or are both running the same, as they both are running the same code?
So, most of the time the code is not the part that is that costs the most. Memory speaking, we are talking here most often about the graphics assets. We have LOD systems that allows PC to use LOD that Xbox can, for instance, and it's already the case on Xbox. If you do a comparison between the rendering you're getting on S and X, it's a little bit different, and it's using differently the level of details. So on PC, you can see a PC as a Xbox Plus. Well, most of the not most, but I end PC because it's obviously not the case for every PC on Earth. But it's always a matter of getting the right asset with the right environment.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Interesting feature request here. Can we get an in-sim benchmarking tool so players can test their performance using the same plane / location, weather, etc.?
We already exposed some.
So I'll be honest, I did not really understand half of what he said. His accent kind of got me there. But it sounds like he was saying that no, the two are different and PC is not being restricted by Xbox. But let's continue. All right, so here's a very good question, guys. I know that y'all have been wanting, and I've been wondering too. So here we go. Let's get an answer on this finally.
Is there an update, or what happened to the freeware marketplace that we had in the sim?
As far as I know, it's there because that's where the world update sit. But what is not there is what we said earlier.
Right.
I was certainly expecting there to be more, for example, freeware airliners. I think there's quite a few of them that are coming that I'm personally really looking forward to. And that is again, I think the developer needs to contact us and say we would like this in there, and then we just need to talk about the license stuff again. Super fun. GPA, the open license versus the MIT. Which one are we doing?
Right. Awesome. All right,
well, that's good.
Do you have anything you want to say or chat about before we close out the stream today?
It's been too long. I think I hope. I mean, I was very happy actually to read your feedback on our delay. Obviously we feel bad, right? We're shooting for a date. We want to get the sim update out to you guys, and then it's not quite there yet. And it's very nice to see that you guys appreciate that we are trying to do the right thing and do a stable piece of software.
Right.
So that's great to see. And then there's lots to be said about the 40th. I saw a bunch of questions. I think we'll do this. I mean, it's shipping in November, so we have some time. But I hope you guys are looking forward to this. It's a real nice box of chocolate that's coming your way. There's all kinds of things you haven't even talked about yet. So I'm super excited to talk about more of that. And obviously there's helicopters and gliders. We haven't even talked about gliders. So
that's true.
Said.
Yes. Sure, be a whole dedicated stream or something about it. Looking forward to that. Seb or Martial, anything you'd like to add before we close out?
Nothing specific. Thank you everybody for following this stream and for giving us the feedback.
All right, guys, so that's basically, to me, was the highlights for the console. I know, like I said, a lot of the console users wanted me to really make this video and talk about the Xbox. By no means am I trying to leave PC out with this video. As y'all know, I'm all about uniting the community, but obviously there's a lot at stake for a lot of console users. A lot of them are worried at the current state of Xbox, but there's a lot of good info inside this video that was good to hear. There was nothing I heard that was said about the anniversary being held back on Xbox. So either they don't know yet, or something else is being done, or maybe the WASM is being put out sooner. Is really what I'm thinking is going to happen. I think it's going to come as its own thing. Maybe it'll come in the world update and be something like that. We will see. But yeah, guys, I thought I would just cover some of these things here, some of these important questions from the developer Q&A here, and help give y'all guys a little bit of sign of relief here. So as always, guys, Pilot83 here. Love y'all guys so much. Hope this video was informative to y'all in some way. Come join the Discord below, guys. Come hang out with me and the team. You can find out a lot of this good information down there, as always, or just follow me and the team on our social media outlets. Till next time, guys, happy flying out there. Remember, guys, united we fly as one community. Peace. What's up, guys? Pilot83 here. Thank y'all so much for watching another one of my videos. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, y'all, remember, united we fly. See y'all in the air out there. Peace.